Are you afraid to trust your partner on a trip with a friend of the opposite sex? My girlfriend, who is 31, trusted me on a weekend trip alone with a female friend who is 32. The friend tried to hook up with me on the trip. How do I make it up to my girlfriend? Oh boy, here goes. So I moved across the country for work about a year ago. Met my girlfriend a few months in, and we have been dating for about 9 months. Our relationship has been very solid. We share the same values, have a lot of fun together, and I feel happy and in love with her. We have talked about moving in together soon, and I can absolutely see myself with this girl long term. One thing that has come up a few times for us is jealousy. I'm a pretty friendly, extroverted person by nature, and being in a new city, I joined activities and put myself out there a lot to meet people. There have been a few times where my girlfriend felt disrespected because I wasn't representing myself like I was in a relationship. She felt I was being overly flirtatious with new female friends and giving them the wrong idea. Another related issue is that I keep in touch with an ex-girlfriend. By keep in touch, I mean like a few times a year we might exchange some messages. My ex has moved on romantically and is aware that I have too. Me and my girlfriend talked these things out, set some ground rules for communication and respect, and things seem to get way better. I do have lots of female friends back home who I keep in touch with, and in general, my girlfriend is not controlling about this. One of those friends is Anna. Anna and I are close friends. We are part of the same large social group back home. We did go through a period of a few months not too long before I moved where we were regularly hooking up, but it was very much a friends with benefits situation. I was still seeing other girls. It would just happen on occasion if we were out with friends and drinking or whatever. My girlfriend is aware of the history with Anna and had previously told me that me keeping in touch with her made her uncomfortable. She never told me to cut Anna off or anything, but I could tell it caused her a lot of stress. It was a challenge for us because I didn't want to just cut off or block my friend when she hadn't done anything, but I also didn't want to piss off my girlfriend. Things got better once I offered to show my girlfriend our conversations and she could see I was telling Anna all about her and how happy I was, etc. So, fast forward a few months past this, and I get a message from Anna. Anna tells me that she's coming to a city nearby me for a wedding and has a few days off in the city after. She suggested I come out to meet her and we have a visit. Anna knows I am in a new relationship and said my girlfriend should come too so that Anna and her could meet. I have always wanted to visit the city Anna was inviting me to, and I do miss my friends back home, including Anna. So I wanted to make it work. I talked to my girlfriend about it, explained that I knew Anna and I had history, but I only saw Anna as a friend and that I thought the trip could even be a good opportunity for them to meet, so my girlfriend could see that I only have eyes for her. She told me the situation made her feel insecure and uncomfortable, but that she would try if it was important to me. We made the arrangements to go and everyone was excited. A week before the trip was planned, my girlfriend learned she got a promotion at her job and they needed her to go on a week-long training that conflicted with our plans. The training was a requirement for the promotion, so there was no way out of it and no flexibility. I immediately assumed that meant neither of us could go on the trip and was admittedly pretty disappointed. I called Anna to let her know and she was also disappointed, which I mentioned to my girlfriend. A day or so later, my girlfriend sat me down and told me that she hated to see me upset and didn't want to let her trust or jealousy issues get in the way of me having a life. She told me she would hate herself if she became one of those girlfriends who control their boyfriend's friends, and that she appreciated the work we had done together to build trust before when we were fighting about other female friends, and basically told me she trusted me to go on the trip with Anna alone if I really wanted to. She did tell me that it still made her feel a little anxious, and she would appreciate if I got separate accommodations from Anna and regularly called or texted her when I was there to check in, which I thought was reasonable. That whole conversation made me feel great, and I was so happy I had a girlfriend who was mature and trusting. I let Anna know the trip was back on and booked my own accommodation. I arrive on the trip and, the first day is great. I get to catch up with Anna, we do some sightseeing and tourist stuff, and everything seemed normal. On the second night, we had plans to go to a fancy restaurant. I am a big foodie and was excited about the chance to eat there. We are drinking nice wine, and the setting is very romantic, candles and everything, and the service staff are treating us like a couple. I started to feel a little guilty here because Anna made some comments about old memories and seemed to be really enjoying the experience. So here is where I fucked up. The restaurant was right by where I was staying, so after our meal, Anna and I picked up a 6-pack of beer and were going to drink it on my deck to cap off the night. I noticed that after a few beers, Anna kept moving her chair closer to me, slapping me on the shoulder when she was laughing and stuff, just making more physical contact, but we were sitting on separate chairs. I started getting nervous and just tried to keep the conversation on regular platonic things. I went to use the bathroom at one point, and when I came back, Anna was standing inside waiting for me. She then launched into a big speech about how she developed feelings for me when we were hooking up before, and was sad we never got to explore our connection to the full potential. She told me she never stopped thinking about me. She literally straddled me on the couch and then whispered in my ear that she knew I felt the same way and that we should give it another try, and that if we fucked that night, my girlfriend would never have to know. I instantly panicked and started yelling at her to get off of me. I got myself out from under her and told her I only saw her as a friend. She started crying and apologizing and saying that if she wasn't certain I felt the same way, she wouldn't have done this. I didn't know what to do, so I just rapid-fire packed my shit and got an Uber to the airport. I messaged the host of the rental and told them I had a family emergency and would be leaving. I called my girlfriend from the airport parking lot and told her everything. She was devastated and could not stop crying. We both cried. I asked her if she was mad at me, and she said she didn't know what she was thinking and needed space. I flew home that Saturday. Today is Tuesday, and I have not heard from her at all despite multiple calls and texts. I sent Anna one final text message that said what she did was entirely inappropriate, that she has ruined our chances of ever having a healthy friendship, and that I didn't want to hear from her ever again. Anna keeps trying to call and text me, but I have not responded to any of that. I feel like such a piece of shit for knowingly going into this situation when my girlfriend went out of her way to trust me. I am terrified she's going to break up with me or that this is going to make her jealousy and trust issues worse. How do I make it up to her? TLDR. My girlfriend got over some serious jealousy and trust issues and trusted me on a weekend vacation with an old friend who I used to hook up with. On the trip, knowing I have a girlfriend, my friend tried to hook up with me. I declined and told my girlfriend everything, but she is understandably hurt by the whole situation and hasn't spoken to me. How do I make this better?